Welcome to 30-day yoga challenge and the next video on the series. I would like to answer the question, what is an Upanishad and how can you learn them? The word Upanishad basically means come and sit beside, usually near a teacher, so that in a close proximity you can listen to the scriptures and have one-to-one dialogue. What knowledge is mentioned in the Upanishads? It's about yourself, about who you are, about what the world is, and about God. Imagine a triangle with a corner having Jiva, another corner with Jagat, another corner with Ishvara. Jiva means the self, Jagat means the world, and Ishvara means God. The relationship between these three is explained in Upanishad. How is it explained? Through different methods. Some Upanishads tell it through stories, some through magical and mystical experiences, some through sharp logic. Anyway, it's very interesting. How many Upanishads are there? There are around 1180 Upanishads according to textbooks, but you have around 200 odd Upanishads available in print, of which 108 Upanishads are very common. You can go to any bookstore and get a textbook of 108 Upanishads, of which 10 are really important and are known as principal Upanishads or Mukhya Upanishads. It's also known as Dasha Upanishads. Some acharyas believe there are 11 principal Upanishads, but I'll come to all those. So, what are 10 Upanishads? These Upanishads are important simply because Shankaracharya wrote commentaries on these Upanishads. Shankaracharya decided to write commentaries. Some believe that Shankaracharya wrote commentaries on 12 Upanishads. Some believe that Shankaracharya wrote commentaries on 10 Upanishads. What are the names? What are 10 Upanishads or the 11 Upanishads? The 10 Upanishads are as follows. This is a small sloka that will help you remember the name of 10 Upanishads. Isha Kena Kada Prashna Munda Mandukya Titiri Aidareyam Cha Chandokyam Brahadaranyakam Dasha. Isha Kena Kada Prashna. Isha Upanishad, Kena Upanishad, Kada Upanishad, Prashna Upanishad. Munda Mandukya Titiri. Mundaka Upanishad, Mandukya Upanishad, Taittiriya Upanishad. Aitareyam Cha Chandokyam. Aitareyya Upanishad, Chandokya Upanishad, and Brahadaranyaka Upanishad. These are the 10 Upanishads. In certain cases, the 11th Upanishad or Sweta Swatara Upanishad is also considered. Where is this knowledge mentioned? It's the last part of the Vedas. Vedas are textbooks of highest knowledge. The knowledge is mentioned in 4 categories, of which the last part is Upanishad. The last part of Vedas are known as Vedanta, the last part. It also means the highest and the most profound part of the Vedas. There's nothing more to be explained. So, Vedanta. It also means the same. Now, how do you start learning Upanishads? When you start to read Upanishad, you'll find that you can't read Upanishad and understand the meaning. You need someone to explain to you what the meaning is. And hence, there are so many commentaries and sub-commentaries on the subject. You've got so many acharyas who have written detailed commentaries to understand what these mean. Basically, there are 3 kinds of commentaries. The first commentary is that of God and you being separate, Dvaita philosophy. Then you've got a set of commentaries where you've got God and you being a part of God, just like a drop of water coming out of ocean and telling that I am the ocean. It's same in quality but different in quantity. This is called Vishishta Advaita. And then you've got a third set of explanation which is known as Advaita, means there's nothing apart from your consciousness in existence. So how do you start reading all these? You've got Prakarana Granthas or introductory textbooks that help you understand step-by-step process. I would also like to introduce you to a couple of textbooks that will help you understand the concepts of Upanishads. I know this is a very wide, intense topic and I might have to break this into a couple of videos. So this is the first part. I would like, if you are a total beginner, you have absolutely no idea on what Upanishads is, I recommend Jnana Yoga by Swami Vivekananda. This was written by Vivekananda. It's 60 rupees. It's very easy to read and understand the concept. If you are just interested to learn the slokas or just learn the scripture, Upanishad, bare Upanishad, and understand just the meaning of it, you can go with this book which is published by Bihar School of Yoga, 9 Principal Upanishads, written by Swami Satyananda Saraswati. It's not very expensive. I think it's around 200 or 300 or something. You have 9 Upanishads. I think Brihadaranyaka Upanishad is not mentioned. all the other 9 Upanishads are mentioned, and you can have a detailed read through to have a word by word meaning of just the Upanishad and not the commentary. Then you can have 8 Upanishads by Swami Gambhirananda, published by Ramakrishna Mission, and these 8 Upanishads are the Dashopanishads without the last two, Chandogya Upanishad and Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, which are quite big. These are Shankaracharya's commentary, Adi Shankaracharya's commentaries on the Upanishads. If you are interested to learn the last two, you can have individual Upanishads like the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, which is again published by Ramakrishna Mission. If you are interested to learn through a Bhakti concept, like a Dvaita concept, I recommend Isha Upanishad, the first Upanishad in the 10 Upanishad series, Ishavasi Upanishad, written by A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. You get this in all ISKCON temples and stores. Then you've got so many introductory textbooks. There's one called Drik Drishya Viveka, and there's one called Panchadashi. And what is the process by which you start to learn these Upanishads? Through the 3-step process: Sravana, Manana, and Nidhyasana. You listen to the scriptures through an authentic teacher, then you think about it, Manana, and then you have a deep meditative thinking about it. It's contemplation, Nidhyasana. So I would like to wind up this video for now, and I'll explain more about Upanishads, and I'll take examples from a certain Upanishad and explain in the next video. So thanks a lot. May all beings be happy.